Hello, welcome back guys to episode number 3 with the Vancouver Canucks. In this video we're going to do the draft and we'll do some free agency. We'll take a look at the draft. I'll just show you the draft rankings from last episode, so what the draft lottery looks like. So it's the Islanders, followed by Anaheim, Florida, Colorado from Ottawa, Carolina, Anaheim from St. Louis, us, Vegas, Detroit, Washington, New Jersey, Buffalo, Arizona, Los Angeles, and the Rangers from Winnipeg. And it wouldn't be the proper draft if the media didn't find me on the draft floor earlier talking to some teams. Obviously I was talking about moving up or down, as well trying to shed some contracts. Not hiding that one behind you guys. Take a look at the trade block. I'll just show you the trade block. So the three up: Jay Beagle, Brendan Sutter, Louis Eriksson. That's about $13 million in contract in space, but that's pretty much saving pretty much us. But I would like to shed a contract there at some point because I feel like they're just a waste. Followed by when I go to free agency, I already looked at the free agents going ahead, and I have one guy on mind, but we'll take a look what happens. So as it stands right now, we're going to keep our draft pick for the time being. We have a lot of defense, and I was looking towards moving down or up, but I just don't see it being in the cards. I could try one more time. Try with Carolina. I know they were a team I was trying to contact with, so I obviously throw in the 7th, and we need to get something else to go back. I have a lot of 6s. I have 3 6s and 2 7s, so obviously we could throw it. I don't want to throw one of these draft picks away. And when it comes to rookie skaters, there's not much. Obviously, I could throw this Carlson guy out. Linus Carlson. I think he was part of the Dahlin trade. Just take a look though. So yes, trade rejected. So I don't see us moving up, guys, for any means necessary. I mean, I could even try and throw in like Beagle, who they want, but yeah, trade rejected. So I don't see us moving up. I think we're going to end up taking Bowen Byram, unless of course the some of the players fall down. Like it says on projected picks, it has Capo Caco and Jody Langfield falling down to us at 7. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, we always know who's going to go first. Jack Hughes going to the Islanders. No question about that. When it comes to the second pick, though, it will be that right winger Bobkov. So at the right before the end, he had, I think he was projected 5th now, and then he ends up going 2nd to the Ducks. So that's going to be their top scoring threat come the future. And then that defenseman Dimitri Yas goes 3rd to Florida. So Ekblad and Yas possibly for a future pairing. When it comes to the 4th pick, it's that Bodie guy, Cedric Bodie. He had a great year, 36 goals, 72 assists. He might be that diamond in the rough I wish we could have got. Hopefully we'll see how he goes for Colorado going forward. Moving on to the 5th pick, it is Capo Caco going to Carolina. So he drops technically in real life. He was a 2nd overall pick, drops down to 5th, so we still have a chance. We could try and take a look at moving up one more spot, but for Jody Langfield, why not? Let's see if Anaheim will willing to move up one spot. Obviously we're going to have to throw back a player, and that means I'm going to try and give back one of those guys on our trading block. If not, see if they want Jay Beagle. I would have more than 45 skaters, and I'll take a player back. Obviously I don't think this is going to go through. Let's take a look though. Trade rejected. Obviously, let's see if I can throw one more piece in there. If I throw a 4th. No, I'll try the 3rd, and that's my last opportunity, I think. Throwing the 3rd. Trade rejected. Okay, so we're going to end up taking 7th, guys. Tried something there. I don't think we're going to end up moving up. And they take Jody Langfield. So that is an obvious pick for us. I'm not going to sit there and discuss what we should do. I think it's easy. We're going to welcome from the Vancouver Giants. He's going to stay in Vancouver. Bowen Byram coming to the Vancouver Canucks. So that is the pairing of the future for us. It would be Bowen Byram and who was I think Quinn Hughes. So that's perfect for us. So we'll keep going on to this draft. Take a look through the lottery system. Keep going. So Dylan Cozens goes to Vegas. Broberg goes to the Red Wings. Doc to Washington. Vukovic stays with New Jersey. He went there in real life. Buffalo gets Peyton Krebs. Victor Soderstrom goes to Arizona. Ryan Suzuki to LA. Raphael Lavoie, I believe his name is, going to the Rangers. Janulia to the Canadiens. Voinov to the Oilers. And I think that's all I'm going to go through with that. We'll go to our next pick. So take a look. I know there's some people. So Arthur, I can't pronounce his last name. Dropped. Cider is gone as well. So we're going to take what we have available. I don't want to get another defenseman, and centers I'm pretty good with. I'm looking more towards this Jacobs guy. Why not? So we need another left winger at some point. We're going to take Elliot Jacobs with the 39th, or not the 39th pick, second round pick for us. And we'll move on to the third round. I know I just skipped a bit ahead. Just taking a quick glass of water. My throat is dry. So we're not going to take that bust, obviously, and he's a defense. If I was looking for defense, I would have taken Nikita Ochuk from the Ottawa 67s. Thinking that we might take another left winger and Valtteri Puustinen. When it goes to gems or busts, is there a future one that I should know about? A gem, 158th, it's a goaltender. I'll put him down, but I don't see us leaning towards another goaltender. We have Demko and DiPietro in our system, but I'll leave it there. I'm going to go with another defense. I'll go with Nikita Ochuk, but obviously we can move other defensemen out, and we have other defensemen moving out soon. Going into the fourth round, you're going to have to start looking. Maybe we make some trades soon, or not. Doesn't have to be. We're going to take Antti Sorella. I know right away. I believe I've seen him develop pretty. I don't know if he's real or not. I might be thinking of the Carolina guy. That was a bit too quick. Moving on. Taking a lot of left wingers. Maybe we should take a center. Just trying to see here. Pavel Gogolev. Not bad. Yeah, let's take. We'll take Albin Sundqvist with the next pick. A lot of these players now, guys, are just going to be simple throwaways. We have 3. Oh, and there's that goaltender. So we're going to take the goaltender here. We could obviously put him out in trades if we're down the future. Especially with those gems, they usually turn out to have a lot of value, so that could be good for us for trading purposes. And I see I see a right winger with elite potential. Not the greatest of seasons. And not one. I'm gonna go with Martin Lang on that one, just because I believe he had a better season. But I know U.S. development to the WHL is very different. Then we're gonna take Nikita Alexander. Like I said, a lot of these are just gonna be giveaway picks. And I believe 2 7ths. So I don't think we're gonna get much in the 7ths. We're not gonna be able to make trades. We're just gonna pick up the next 2 guys available. Or we'll take this defenseman, and then we're just gonna put sorting by potential, and we'll take this Adam Varga guy just for fun. And that will be it for our draft. A lot of picks there, obviously, and we get a lot of what we need. Obviously, we still have a lot of missing. We are still missing some key pieces, i.e. a second line winger for what's his face, Horvat. And I will show you, hopefully he does not sign with his team. He may have. And then I was looking around, like I said, for wingers for the second line. There is not a lot of right wingers. I believe there might be a couple left wingers I could try and get. But I liked having Tanner Pearson on the left side on that second line. And when it comes to re-signing, the only contract we need to re-sign is Thatcher Demko. And we are going to obviously sign him. He wants to sign now. So I will give him 3.5 for 3 years. Only because it's, I think, a fair deal for the next 3 years. He'll be a UFA after that. When it comes to the minor leagues, Michael Layton will be let go. And we'll keep... Oh no. And Martin Mazzitic will go as well, so that means DiPietro is going to come up and play in the minors. And when it comes to the roster, I don't think there's many other. Luke Shen doesn't want to stay. Reed Boucher does. Maybe he makes the jump next year. Biega might, or no, that's Levo, my bad. Gaunce. A lot of these went in one ways, which is fine. Tom Pyatt. Tom Pyatt can take a walk, I'm sorry. I have other guys that I could work with, and then a bunch of minor league guys will sign quickly. So they stay. I'm thinking we leave our rookies untouched and not sign them right now. Only because we could use the space for roster, and I don't see any of them making the jump next year. Bowen Byram maybe in 2 years, but for now we're just going to leave it sit the way it is. And then we'll let Thatcher Demko's coming back, I can see already. And most of these guys are saying yes, which is perfect. So we'll skip into free agency. And Luke Shen does not come back, so we're going to need a defenseman. It shouldn't be too hard. So just taking a look at our roster, we have 5 spots available, which is more than enough in my opinion. And trading block I see is changed again. I'm going to make quick moves to make sure that it's back the way I want it. So back to having Louis Eriksson, Beagle, and Sutter. Just because some of these contracts are useless. Knowing that it's another 3 years when we're going to start being competitive, that we will lose those contracts. But I just feel that Vancouver management signed these guys for no reason. And in real life, they've got no money right now to sign Brock Besser. But we signed Besser for a cheap contract, which is good. So I know that we're going to have to sign someone that's going to be a fair deal. And they're going to want money. And I see it already. Jordan Eberle, I'm thinking, for that second line, just add some scoring. He's going to want a little bit more than what expected, so I'm willing to give him a 5.9 contract just to make sure he does sign with us. If he does not sign with us, then I don't know who our backup option is going to be. Maybe Gustav Nyquist, but that's taking a shot in the dark. Jay Beagle for Sammy Vatanen. I'm going to say yes to that, only because... Oh, that shouldn't mess it up too much. See, maybe if they want to retain just a little bit. I know the teams don't usually, TP doesn't usually do it, but retain $1 million. Very objective, of course. So only what that would do. Let's bring it. Yeah, I'm not going to say yes right away to that. It was a good offer because we get another defenseman to replace Shen. And we get rid of Beagle, and I think I'm taking this, guys. A first for Jay Beagle. That's a yes in my books right there. So we got one contract off the board. Jordan Eberle accepts. We're looking great. And we're happy in Vancouver. Let's have a drink to that. And then we need a defenseman. Not too expensive, not crazy, but we are going to go Carl Gunnarsson for depth. And then I could have another defenseman who will probably be depth. And then we could have still some money to make one more splash when it comes to acquiring a free agent. Carl Gunnarsson does not accept our contract. We'll take a look. Again, a lot of those guys right there. The big boy contracts. We'll go Derek England, older veteran guy. We are not making any splashes for Mitch Marner or Braden Point, Joe Pavelski. We're not doing any of that. Meetings available. Jordan Eberle, welcome to the team. I've had my eye on you for a while, and he was not affected, of course. But you guys let me know down in the comments what you think about adding Jordan Eberle to this team, how much extra goals we could possibly get, and no one wants to come here. Did not surprise me that a lot of team players might say that, only because we don't have the greatest of locker room chemistry at the moment. So what I'll do for England is I'll give him a $2 million. Hopefully he says yes. If not, so long. Not worth my time. Just trying to think also if we could add a player. I know we could. We have the money to add a player, and then England accepts. Let's just see how much money we have left going into next. I have $7 million. I don't want to spend too much money. Yeah, there's not much I'd want to go spending money on. Maybe like Brickley. What would that Brickley do for us? He'd probably replace Erickson, put him down in the minors. I'm gonna say yes to that one. See if he accepts. Like I said, if we throw Erickson down to the minors, Sutter's gonna be going down to the minors too. If anything, we're just gonna be signing depth guys. Brandon Sutter and a couple draft picks to Ottawa. I'm gonna say yes to that as well. Thank you, Ottawa, and thank you. Who was it? Nashville. Getting 2 players off our books. That's about $7 million we've saved already. And I'm willing to go even more money now, i.e. circling on Jarkis Johansson, but he won't sign unless it's like 5.5. I'm going to say no on that one now, guys, now that I think of it. About adding Marcus Johansson. I will try and add a more depth guy. Kevin LeBlanc too young. You know what, actually, let's try Marcus Johansson just for what he's asking for. Because then we can move Tanner Pearson down. I know I said I like him on the second line, but we can move him down, or we put Johansson on the first line. Yeah, he rejected, not a surprise. So we have the depth. I want to get some depth for sure. What do we got for right winger depth? Sign Jamie McGinn. Depth, I know. May not use him, but it's depth. Carl Hagelin. Connor Brickley, I know, said no, but we'll just give him a little bit extra. Same with Brock McGinn. One of these guys has got to sign with us. So I need depth now with losing 2 players. So McGinn is going to accept. Brock McGinn's going to accept with us. So we have some depth right there. Jamie McGinn accepts, and Brickley accepts, and Hagelin. Okay, that backfired a bit. So a couple guys say yes to joining us. So that will be our lineup, guys, going into next year. Let's just see if there's any more moves being made or not. And we have a first, so we have an extra first. So if Nashville has a bad year, we could easily use that for trading aspects. When it comes to what day, I just want to see some of the free agents that are still available. I'm not going to make any moves, but obviously you want to take a look. Struggling. Okay, we're right near the end. What free agents would still be available? A lot of them are still available. If Johnson did not want 5.1, I'd consider giving him a contract. I'm just not too keen on having the 5.1. And then, do I want to sign a depth defenseman only for the minors? I will sign this Frazier guy. Just see if he'll come and play in the minors. And that is it for the offseason. Obviously, the big names are still there, like Marner and Point, and I have a full roster apparently. That's fine. So, like I said, Marner, Point, Johnson, Trouba, still there. It's always not a shock that they're still there. And we'll just take a look at the edit lines. I'll make some line changes. So that's going to not be there. Goldobin's going to move to that. We'll put him down there. So it'll be Spooner, Vatan. Yeah, okay. And then Granlund comes to defense. The defense has not really changed. Like I said, though, we have lost Shen. And we're going to have to call a player up. Oops. That is me destroying your ears. That is me taking a headphone out of my ear with my leg. Viega's going to have to make the call up to the team. And I will call Connor Brickley up. I'm going to send Anton Roussel down for the time being. Just because that not just because of $3 million, but I feel like I could use him better down or up here. So Connor Brickley will put there. Quinn Hughes is not a 78, he's better. Biega, McGinn, Erickson, that's fine. Goaltenders, Markstrom and Demko, they're not all 80s. Obviously a lot of people still up in the air about their overall. And then now we have depth that we could easily just call up. And I just want to see, did a captain be made? I don't want a captain yet. Horvat. Alex Edler was given captain. No. Still no captain. I have an idea for the next captain. I think it's a pretty obvious choice. It would be, for my books, Bo Horvat. Simple as that. He's been here a while. Good leader. And we had a great preseason by the looks of it. Do we go 6 or 5? 6-1. Hopefully a lot of guys are showing potential. 8 points for Everly. Still a rebuilding team apparently. And a lot of guys still not showing their overalls, which sucks, but we all know what their overalls are usually. So that's it here for me, guys. Let me know what you thought about the moves and the drafting for us this year. Let me know about any moves you want to make for next year. And remember, we do have that first overall pick, or not first overall pick, but first round pick from the Nashville Predators. We do have money to spare, obviously. We are still a rebuilding team, but I will take a lot of extra people for next year. And I'll just show you what I mean. Like, if Nashville starts to slow down, we could easily make a trade for that first. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, follow us on social media. And I'll see you back here for episode number 4 and the beginning of year number 2 with the Vancouver Canucks.